Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And I apologize for the orientation of my camera today. I don't know why it's not letting me go live horizontally the way I usually do. So I'm just going to make the best of it here to get on with you guys. If you're here, please say hello in the comments. I am able to see that, and I will love to see who's following along with me. I'm going to start out with a project, and then I will give you a quick look at the initial setup of my new craft room. It's still got some things to be worked out, which is not surprising given it's a totally new space. But hopefully, I think it's going to work well. I just need to get a few little things settled. So let's get started. So today I am going to be doing my first play with this Merry Bold and Bright suite. Oh, it's going to kill me with this orientation on the camera today. Which is very bright, which is very fitting for our Southern Hemisphere Christmas. It's not wintry at all. It's bright and fun and playful, and I'm liking it. So I will very quickly show you the designer series paper. There are 2 sheets of each design, and these look very, very similar, but they are, in fact, one of them has a little mini or fairy light style bulb, and the other one has the larger, more rounded style bulb. And on the back side of one is these green polka dots, and the other one is the stripes, and I'm going to be using this is Poppy Parade and Melon Mambo stripes, and this one is garden green and granny apple green polka dots. I'm going to be using the stripes today. And then we've got rainbow polka dots with Poppy Parade and white fa-la-la-la-las on the other side. Rainbow stripes with, I think that's crushed curry and white stars. And some Melon Mambo. It looks like Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo, Crushed Curry, and Poppy Parade polka dots on that side, with some Christmas trees and blues and greens for stripes and green Christmas trees there. So the colors in this suite are, hi Gladys and Paula. Hello. Yes, I've missed you guys too. And again, I am so sorry for the orientation on this video. I don't know why Facebook Live wasn't letting me go start the live on rotated on horizontal. Hopefully that's just a temporary glitch. So the colors in this suite are Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo. Okay, yep. Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo Poo Party, Poppy Parade, and Shaded Spruce. So there is Lemon Lime Twist in there too. Okay. And then also in this suite are 2 different foils. One is Melon Mambo and the other is Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to be using a little bit of that today as well. Let me put that aside. And as I was wrestling with Facebook, I didn't have a chance to grab my cut and emboss, my mini. So I will grab that now, because I will need that at some point here. So let me show you the stamp set and the dies that are in this suite. And this one, again, very modern, really quite clean, nice sentiments, and the 2 different styles of light bulbs and the end and some filaments. And then again in the dies, strings of lights, strings to add the bulbs to, different styles of filaments. You can add brilliance, I guess. There's a star, and then there's 2 each of the different styles of ends for the lights. Okay, words are failing me. I'm out of practice here. Okay, so let me bring in what I have so far, which is I have a Melon Mambo card base, and I cut a rectangle of, like I said, this is the stripe. It's got these on the other side, which is also really pretty on there, but I want to use the stripes today on there. And then I cut the strings for the lights out of garden green with adhesive sheet on the back. So when I figure out exactly how I want those, I'll be able to stick them on there. And I went ahead and I took some gold foil and I cut, I thought I had, yes, there we go, 5 of the caps. I don't know what you call them. Do you know what they're called? You tell me. And then I've got some of the Melon Mambo and the Granny Apple Green foil, and I'm going to cut some of these bulbs from that. And then I'm going to come up with a sentiment. So let me stick that aside for a moment and bring in my mini cut and emboss and the right platforms here. So we've got plate 1, plate 2, put that on there, and another plate 2. We're going to go ahead and cut 2 of them at once, because guess what? We can. And this has adhesive sheet on the back of it as well. And I'm going part way and coming back because I find if you run the plates over the foil, let me see if I can show you, pick it up here. Where the plate has been cut into, it's got texture to it, and it kind of embosses the foil. So to keep it as nice as I can, I'm trying not to run over it. Sometimes I put down wax paper or baking paper or something to protect it as well. But I find on this I can just go as far as the die goes and then stop. And that keeps it from getting too marked up. Okay, now let's do, I think I just need 2 green ones. Let me tell you, I was not sure I was going to be able to fit all of my kitchen stuff into this house. I've spent many sleepless nights, even once we got here. But I wound up getting several different storage options for our living room and our dining room. And now a good chunk of my kitchen is stored in those rooms, which is fine. You know, the things that you know, like the special cake pans or the cookie cutters that you don't use every day, they can be in the living room, and our house is just not that big. So that's fine, but it was just a matter of figuring all of that out. It took a while. And of course, the whole house was in chaos while you're trying to figure that out, right? Okay, so again, I haven't made one of these before, so I'm just kind of going for some proof of concept here a little bit. These are going to be like that. Yeah. That's why I play, because then I can see what my brain isn't thinking through. Which is, it needs to go like this. And then we'll figure out some sentiment stuff. It's first play, so I haven't even taken them off the plastic. I'm going to give them a wipe down before I get too far with them. I really haven't decided if doing a first run with Versamark or Lemon Lolly or just wiping them down makes any difference, but there we go. I'm just going to get them on here a little bit. I'm not going to make you sit through all that. Have Merry and Bright Christmas. Those are the ones we're going to use. And we're just going to put them all on one block. Like so. And I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap. And let's try it in Poppy Parade. If you're here, please do say hello. It's not very bright, is it? Let's see about doing a little more ink here. So one of the things I have done here is, because my classes are going to be downstairs and my craft room is upstairs, I have multiples of supplies that I use for my classes, like bone folders and pairs of scissors and things like that. So I've actually set up a little cart in a closet downstairs. It has all of my extras, which I think means there's going to be less running up and down stairs to set up for classes, which I think will be a good thing. This doesn't want to absorb so well. So we'll just see how big a mess we can make today. Some of my ink pads may be coming towards the end of their life. I'm discovering. We'll see. Oh, that's getting better. Okay, I clean this off. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. See if that works better. We're going to call that good for now. You know what? I'm going to do another one in a different color, just because I can. So this is Brandy Apple Green. Let's see how inky this one is. Ugh. See how well the markers work on here today. Since apparently all of my ink pads need re-inking. There's a fun project. Yeah, this is going to be streaky, I bet. Yep. Yeah, no. Okay. We'll figure it out. That's a little better, I think. Just massaging it in so it's not so streaky within the pad, hopefully. Oh yeah, I can tell that's better. Would be better. Goodness gracious me. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining me. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to like that best of all. So I'm going to cut those. So we'll move that aside and we'll bring in some scissors. Give me some chatter, ladies. It's been a long time. What's been going on? I know Paula is getting things ready for our mom's group to meet up in Cleveland. I wish I could be there. Yes, we do like our new place very much. We have met our neighbors, which has been interesting. There are 5 units in our block, our development block, and 4 out of the 5 have dogs. So there's Noah, and then right next door is Manu, who is also a seeing eye dog dropout. He's just over 4, and he's a black lab. And then there's Molly, a golden retriever, who is 2 and a bit. And there is there's a little French bulldog who we haven't met. But I've seen him go past once or twice, him or her, I don't even know. And that's the household that we've interacted with the least. And then the 5th household doesn't have a dog, but they have a 2-year-old daughter who is both fascinated by and a bit intimidated by the dogs, which is totally fair because all of them, except for the bulldog, are bigger than she is at this point. But she's a cutie, and she got very excited about helping me put a box into the recycling bin the other day. So there's that. So have a merry and bright Christmas. Get rid of that. Let's see about putting this guy together. Now I'm going to set that aside for a minute because I want to figure out how I'm doing these. Goodness. Everything keeps moving. Have a Mary. And bright. Christmas. That's unfortunate, but it'll be fine. Okay. Something like that, I think. Yes, I all of a sudden realized the green was going to be much better. Part of my deal is that my fingers are really dry at the moment. There we go. I had several days where I couldn't find my hand lotion. That was really uncomfortable. And then I've just had weeks of handling lots of paper and boxes, and a lot of them were really dusty because we stored, especially our big boxes from our move here, in our storage cage in the garage, or the car park of our last place, which meant that they were really dusty. So, yeah, moving's just very hard on hands, I think. And I've had all kinds of driving adventures with different vehicles, which has been fun. And I am definitely not intimidated by driving on the other side of the road anymore. I've now done it in a cargo van and a little runaround car and a big SUV. So it's all good. I'm taking my time working out my laundry situation because I think in the end we're going to do a little bit of renovation to the laundry room, the way it's set up, and so I'm taking my time on getting a washing machine and a dryer. So fortunately there are 2 laundromats a 10-minute walk away. So I've been having adventures with laundry too. Okay, I am going to go ahead, I think, and trim these off. And attach it on the card base. Like I said, nothing's quite working right yet. We'll get that. We have a garage. It's kind of a 1.5, I'd call it a 1.5 car garage, or 1 car plus storage. It's currently got room for 0 cars, which is fine. We don't have a car. Because it's, you know, anything we don't actually want in the house at the moment is thrown in there. And it's especially full with a lot of stuff that we're storing for Nicole. And things like empty boxes that we're going to pass on to somebody else to move with. Things that are waiting to be taken to recycling. You know, it's the big chaos zone right now, but we will get it sorted in a couple weeks, I think. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of those. I saw a tip going around like gangbusters the other week where people are coloring their dimensionals so that you can see when you've pulled them, which I thought was a good tip, but I haven't done it yet. I'm doing well to be able to craft it all today, I think. Okay, let's see what we got here. Have a very whoops, sorry about that. And bright. Christmas. What do you think? This is my very first Christmas card of 2023. And I like it. Get that excess glue off of there. There we go. So, you ready to see the semi-chaos that is? Okay, close your eyes if you get nauseous because I'm going to move the camera. Oh, sorry. Really didn't mean to do that. Okay. This is the door. to the outside. See, I still have some stuff that has to come in here. But there we go. We come in, it's a 3 meter by 3 meter square, basically. And I've got a big window, but they made it frosted because it overlooks a house next door, but you really can't see anything. So I really wish it wasn't frosted. The shade is partway down because the sun glares in this time of day. So I'm having to balance out the need for light and how much it heats up. I do have an air conditioner, which is great. But it's not actually that warm outside, it's just warm in here because of all the sun. So here's my, I thought I wasn't going to be able to fit in my 2 meter long table, but I was happy with that because I like to stand up to do most of my die cutting and my paper cutting, and it's got my heat embossing stuff. Some stuff is just kind of thrown up in various places, but I store stuff underneath there. And then this is my computer desk, and I will get my e-cutter, my Brother Scan and Cut, loaded onto that space there. I have card storage. I'm not so thrilled with how close it is to the light, but hopefully I'll get my cards sent out quickly. And one reason I was able to get this over here is because on this wall, there's a big wardrobe, what we would call a closet. And in here, I have put my paper storage racks. And again, stuff is just kind of thrown in here, but I think I'm going to put up more shelves on this wall, which will help me store stuff better. So that's my basic layout. I think it's going to stay. Oh, and then here's my craft desk, which is where I've been working. And I had thought I was going to put my stamps on shelves in the closet or the wardrobe, but it was able to get them there, and I think that works well. And I finally actually have a place in my craft room that I can actually put up something that I made. We'll see if that stays there or not. Yeah, so for work in progress, really I started Saturday putting together the furniture again. I think I'm doing okay. So thank you for joining me. Here's my card. It will be on my blog tomorrow. And I will be back again next week, hopefully more settled, more organized. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.